Finally.
আমি লগা নাম কালাম আছে, আমি লগা চুকলি পুরা নাক কাটি কিনা চেন্দা থাকিছে।
আমি লগা চুকলি একটা তো জনম পৰা বি নাক কাটা থাকিছিলে, হলে তো মন দুখ বেশি কৰিছে। কোন লগতে যাই কিনি কৰিব অপাৰেশ্যন, ইটো ডাক্তৰ লৈ কিনি কোন লগতে যাব না যাব এনেকা ভাবনা কৰি থাকিছে। পিছতে তো একটা চুকরা ইটো আমি লগা কলোনীতে বহাটো তাইতো দেখি কিনি মৰম বি লাগিছে।
Every time I passes and crosses by her house, I saw her and it's very disheartening to me. I feel the pain that she goes through, suffering from the Cleft, being rejected by friends, and the experience of horror that this little girl have to go through. I wanted to help us. I wanted to give her a smile, but it's not possible for me to sponsor or to fund her operations by myself. So I was looking for an NGO. I came through one local newspaper that the NGO under the Smile Trend is giving a cleft free surgery. So I tried the numbers and tried to inquire. I Googled it, and it said that this year that was not possible to do the surgery because there were less numbers of people in Nagaland. So either I have to take the child to Manipur or I have to wait for another years. So I tried to convince the parents whether they were able to send it to Imphal or not. We have to arrange the houses. I contacted a friend in Manipur and they were willing to give a helping hand. But the parents were not convinced. They don't want to send it. It's too far outside. So let's wait when surgery conduct in Nagaland. So we have to wait for another years. Even after years of waiting, there was no news. So I have to contact Dr. Chuba. I contact her and ask about when that will take place in Hokato hospital. So finally, she gave me a reply that surgery is going to take place at Hokato. The members contacted me and said that they are going to come in Nagaland. So I was told to come on a particular date to admit the child in the hospital. So we get ready and her fathers and I took the child to Dimapur for traveling down to Kohima. It happened so fast that he forgot to produce a pass, an ILP.
কুহিমাতে লৈ যাব, কৈ কিনা ওলাইছে দুইজন, ওলাই কিনা আমি যাব পৰা নাই, 5 টাকা নাই পৰা পুলিচখন যাব দিয়া নাই। তো তাই একলা লৈ কিনা যাইছে, যাই কিনা তো চুকলিকে লৈ কিনা যাই কিনা অপাৰেশ্যন কৰি কিনা 4 দিন না 5 দিন পিছতে আহিছে ভাল বনাই কিনা।
পিছতে তো তাই লৈ কিনি যাইছে কুহিমাতে, 5 দিন বহিছে হস্পিটেলতে। আমি তো বেছি মন চিন্তা কৰিছে, আহিব না নাহিব, কেনেকা কি কৰিব। বাবা আমাকে বি যাবলৈ বি দিয়া নাই পুলিচখনটো ফাৰ্ষ্ট কাৰণে।
I was supposed to leave them to the hospitals and then return back on the same day. There was none in the family or the relative that were ready to take the risk, to take the child to the hospitals and to look after all of these things. They have no knowledge of outside the life of the village. It was not possible for a mother to go accompany her to the hospital. So it was like either I have to take the risk or to miss the opportunity. I decided on the spot that okay, I will take her and I will take the risk. So right now you just take and make a pass of yourself as soon as possible so that you can come in times of emergency whenever needed. We reached the place after a long tiring journey, and she did not want to have food at all. She did not want to have food at all. She suspected that she feared of poor feeding to her, so she did not want to have a meal at all. We have a limited source of budget, so we have to travel by foot a lot. We have to travel by foot. We almost traveled around 5 to 6 kilometers by foot. Being up, it was difficult for her, but she did not show us any tiresome. She was excited. She was very energetic. No, it's not the main town. It's another diversion. Not downwards. That's the swimming pool t-shirt, Again, another up. Right the mountain. Oh, really? Oh, God. Papa, speed जैसे तो, मुझे तो मन speed जैसे तो. Finally, this much. When we reached the spot, there were so many people like her, and that was a sight of very wonderful moments. Like wow, there are so many people like her, and I tried to convince her that don't worry, you don't need to worry. Right? There are so many people like you. See, look at them. She got a strength by looking at other people. That these kinds of problems the others are also facing. We did all the formalities and we had a check of the X-rays, the names, enrollments, and all of these things. Bawala di yun eh.
Dala bawala nam. Nam na erinan gibi signature.
नाम है से कभी दो हाँ
수고본 그래네. 수고본 그래. 아사이 돼. 수고본 그래. 수고본 그래. Sido.
저 원래 이래 Sas no livre.
She don't want to let others see her face. Like she constantly used to cover her mouth with a handkerchief. This is the kind of the depression. This is the kind of shame that she goes through. Every time she wanted to go out, she have to cover it with a cloth. And her friends did not want to play with her. She did not able to go to the school freely. We were on a tight budget, very tight budget. I was worried if we can able to cover these expenses or not. And I'm very thankful to my brothers. Cooked for me and used to bring for me. And so I'm able to save a little amount of money. I'm indebted to him for the great help. Every child is being accompanied by mothers and fathers, and when I accompanied her alone, there was no fathers and mother, and so they were surprised and they were confused. I have to explain to them that I am just a neighbor.
Mavi no ide.
Mavi tay and baby tay.
Kemarin ngerti jawab. Baba aura ama gilu kerpo.
The next day, the surgery was done, and she lost the consciousness. And it really scared me. It really worried me because if something happens, the life of one child will be onto my head. And what if something happens? That worried me a lot. But the doctor told me it's okay. It's a normal thing, and she will get the consciousness after some few hours. So you don't need to worry about it.
Because of the road. Lake.
Yeah, it's okay. 떨어져 보자 언나가 너스 보면은 진짜 잘해. Ủa chưa? Bắt nó khó đi. À. Bắt nó khó. Bắt nó chỉ được khó. Đi đáp ra khó.
There are a lot of children, especially in the rural areas, in the village areas. They do love the children, but it costs them thousands of rupees, thousands and lakhs of rupees to undergo such treatment. So even if they love the children, they are not able to do it because being a wage earner, being a farmer who burdened with financial crisis, you came across, if anyone came across a child or people suffering having with such difficulties, trying to contact it with some NGOs. You try to make them aware. You help them out to avail such opportunities.
এনকা মোটাপ কৰি দিয়াটো বেছি খুশি পাইছে আৰু থেংকস দিছে আৰু পিছেতো হ'লে এনেকা নিচিলাগে না পাৰ্টি কিমান আছে না এইটো লগতে মোটাপ কৰিব লাগে হয় কেনা এইটো ভাৱনা আছে আৰু কিমান নিচিলা আছে এইটো ভাল হ'ব চাবৰে নামদি চেষ্টা কৰিলে ভাল আছে কৈ না এইটো কৈ দিয়ে দুখীয়া ল'ব মোটাপ কৰাটো বেছি খুশি পাইছে
আমি কান্দি গৰীব মানুহ বোলে টুকৰিটো এনেকৈ আছে কৈ কিনে বেছি মন সদায় ভাৱনা অপাৰেশ্যন কৰিব কৈ কিনা হ'লে অপাৰেশ্যন কৰিব ক'লে বি লাখ মাংগে পইচা বেছি আমি এখন গৰীব মানুহ এইটো পইচা নাপাৰে হ'লে কৰিবলৈতো মন বেছি পইচা নিমিতে নাপাৰে তো এইটো টাইমতে এইটো বাই অহা টাইমতে বাই আহি কিনে চাহ টাইমটো পইচা এতিয়া আমি এটা উপায় কৰি দিব এইটোতো চিন্তা নকৰিবি লৈ কিনে কৰি দিছে কৰি দিয়াৰ পৰাই আমি পাৰিছে নহ'লেতো আমাৰতো পাৰিবলৈ নহয় ইমান পইচা পেলাবলৈ পইচাই নাই মানুহ গৰীব মানুহ আছে আমাৰ পইলাৰ পৰা ভাৱনা কৰি থাকে এইটো কৰিব কৈ কিনে পইচা নিমিত্তে ভয় লাগি কিনে নাপাৰা চুকলিটো অপাৰেশ্যন কৰি কিনে অহা টাইমতে আহিছে পইলাটো মন বেছি চিন্তা অপাৰেশ্যনতে যাইছে কেনেকৈ হ'ব নহ'ব কৈ কিনে এনেকৈ ভাৱনা হ'লে আহি কিনে পঞ্চাৰ পিছতে মনটো একদম খুচি পাইছে ভাল পাইছে তাইকে বি চাই কিনে দুইজন তাই লৈ কিনে আহিছে ঘৰতে আমি কোন বি যাব পৰা নাই তাই একলা পৰা চব কাম কৰি কিনে আনিছে আৰু অহাৰ পিছতেতো চকৰি ভাল দেখি কিনে মনটো ঘৰ মানুহ চব মাইকী হ'লে বি তাই দিদি বহিনী হ'লে বি চব একদম খুচি পাই কিনে চব প্ৰাৰ্থনা কৰি যায় মিলি কিনে
এতিয়াতো আমি লগা চুগৰিটো স্কুল যাই আছে পইলাতো তাই চৰম নিমিত্তে বি স্কুলতে বি যা নাই এতিয়াতো তাই ছাতিখান লগতে বেছি মিলা চিলা কৰি কিনি তাই বি স্কুল যাই আছে
পুৰা ভাল হৈ কিনে আছে মানুহ যেনেকৈ চব মানুহ ফ্ৰেছ থকা মানুহ নিচিনা ফ্ৰেছ হৈ কিনে আছে দাগিবি চিন নাই
One of the things that I wanted to do was to completely transform her looks, was to completely change into a joyous, smiling little child. So I went to the market immediately and bought a new clothes and cut it here to make it short and look a little frenzy, a little trendy. My sister was telling me not to cut that, but I wanted to transform the looks, at least for a moment. I click the photos and show her that there was a smile. It brings a contentment, it brings a joy in my heart. Finally, that you have got a smile. This was the sole reasons of whole journey to get back a smile. When we get back to their homes, the parents were full of joy and there was a tears in their eyes, overjoyed. Wherever she goes, she don't need to cover her face. She's going to the school. She's accepted among our teens. Most importantly, she got the smile back. The whole of this journey, the struggle was to get back the smile. Finally, she got the smile back. Every child deserves a smile, not a tears. And it was not possible without an NGO like the Smile Trend. I wanted to thank all the Smile Trends and their teams and those people who are associated with this NGO. Trying to bring a change, trying to bring a smile in the face of the children, doing a very commendable job, doing a very noble job. I will say that these organizations, this need to get a Nobel Prize of Humanity. Not only stitching, it's not only joining the parts of two divided flesh, but it is mending the futures. It's giving the child futures. It's giving the new life to a child. And I believe that such organizations deserve a Nobel Prize of Humanity. And I truly thank the staff, the doctors who operated on her and on the children. The nurses were helpful. Dr. Chuba, Dr. Sheila Dixit. This journey was not also possible without the support from my family, from my friends who were constantly praying for me, who was constantly lending moral support. So I also thank them truly from the bottom of my heart. I hope this journey inspired more people to do more good things for the people you are unknown with, you are unacquainted with, to do something for the people who could not able to repay you back. The contentment of joy is there. I hope more people come out to help out such unfortunate people in the surroundings, so that with a little help, the child gets back their future.